I'm not gonna lie to y'all, One Piece has some of the best nostalgia out of all the stories I've ever read. I mean, have you ever gone back and read some chapters? You just keep reading and reading and reading the entire time, you just smiling like, bro, this shit is so good. It ages like fine wine. And that's partially the inspiration for this video. I went back and I reread Marineford, post Marineford, even leading up to the start of the post time skip. And I gotta tell y'all, man, we gotta talk about some things. I mean, the video is about post Wano, how these Straw Hats are gonna be perceived, the reception the Straw Hats are gonna get. But I had to go back and read a little bit. The reception they got once they returned to piracy, because essentially they took a break. 2 years. They took 2 years to recoup, get stronger so that they can help their captain a little better. And for Luffy, he got stronger so he can help his crew, right? It's a win-win all around. So now going back and looking at the reception, right? It got to a point where we had the fake Straw Hats. We can't forget about Damara Black, Drip, Mondro, all those guys. They were essentially pretending to be the Straw Hats so that they can recruit people based off of the name of the Straw Hats, right? All they said was they were the Straw Hats. And people came from everywhere just to become a part of the Straw Hat crew or be affiliated in some way. I think this gave us some perspective in regards to just how the Straw Hats were perceived versus not only by allies, but also by enemies. When I say the enemies, I'm talking about the Marines, because in the Return to Sabaody arc, Sentomaru showed up out of nowhere saying, bro, you not Luffy because you not like that. And that led to the brilliant exchange with PX5, tried to target Luffy, and then, you know, we know what transpired from there. Amazing stuff. But again, it's putting things in perspective, because the Straw Hats, they haven't taken a 2-year break, but right now they're cut off from the world. People don't even know what's going on because Wano, again, is closed off. So I think what's important now is having some foresight, right? Trying to figure out, all right, once the Straw Hats leave Wano, not only what's next, but how will they be perceived? These monsters post Wano, how will the fans perceive them? And how will people in the story perceive them? Because post Wano, we're expecting Big Mom and Kaido to both fall. The Marines are approaching. We understand that. We talked about that yesterday in the video. Link in the description down below, just explaining the war that could materialize based on the players that's there. So if you want to check it out, that link is in the description down below. But more so, we're focused on the characters today. The Straw Hats in particular. Once they leave Wano, what happens? How will they be received? How will the reception be? The perception around the world. Right now, what I'm worried about though is how you guys are receiving this video. You can let me know down below in the comment section, but also subscribing to the channel, dropping a like, turn on post notifications. That would certainly be appreciated. And without further ado, let's talk about it, okay? This video is sponsored by Keeps. Keeps is typically for older males, and it's about when you start losing your hair. And this is a game changer, boys. In the beginning, trust me, I know, losing your hair is very scary, right? Because you're thinking about, I'm losing my damn hair. How do I treat it? Do these things work? And that's how we get to Keeps, right? Keeps is a service, a subscription service, and it makes it, you know, a bit less embarrassing, but easier to deal with when it comes to hair loss, because the consultations, they're online and they're with a real doctor. So you don't have to deal with waiting in line or embarrassingly taking a hair loss thing to the cashier. Then you got to deal with them judging you. No, consultations are online. It's shipped automatically to you, and you have access to a doctor via online messaging. What Keeps offers is generic versions of the FDA approved medication, so it makes it a lot more affordable, treated from home, again with a licensed doctor, and they're always recommending the correct treatment for you. So it has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors, but it does take some time to see results, 4 to 12 months, but it's legit. And the sooner you start, the better, because prevention is really the best way. So if you're ready to start on this journey to prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/BDA law, or just click the link below to get 50% off your first order. That is KEEPS.com/BDA law, and let's save our hair, boys. So post Wano, Luffy has defeated Kaido. Zoro has defeated King, Sanji has defeated Queen. Now, something else is baked into this is that the Straw Hats will find out more about themselves. Well, specifically the Monster Trio. Luffy, in regards to Joy Boy, Sun God Nika, what he has to do post finding the One Piece. I definitely think he will get some more insight with that. There's no doubt in my mind. Zoro. Oda could leave the Shimozuki thing a bit vague, right? Where he doesn't really find out about it, it's a hint about it, and he tries to ignore it a little bit, but he's gonna find out more about himself. I expect him to leave Wano with a black blade, okay? The only other black blade that we know in the series is Mihawk. That's currently alive. Shusui was because of Ryuma. Ryuma's dead. So just imagine, my guys, if Zoro leaves Wano with a black blade himself, imagine. What will people say once they see that? Whoa, 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 is he ready to challenge Mihawk? Now Sanji, he's awakening some powers. He's now a super soldier that can regenerate, insane durability, but he still has his heart. He still has his emotions, and that's the ideal soldier. And again, the caveat with all this, right? I want to let y'all know the caveat is obviously is what do people know? What do people take away? Now that not only the Marines, but now that the world government, they're sending people here, it leads to a lot of information being leaked. A lot of things being leaked out to the point that it would benefit the Straw Hats, obviously, but also it changes the perception around them. I think currently the Straw Hats are viewed as one of the strongest pirate groups in the world. No question question, especially after the big news things in Whole Cake Island. People looking at them like, yo, that's wild. They went to Big Mom's territory. You know, you got to sail for a bunch of days to get out of it, but also Big Mom has that crazy army. Big Mom is crazy her damn self, and they went in there, defeated the commander, and for the most part got out of there unscathed. That completely increased Luffy's profile. Luffy's bounty right now is 1.5 bill, and that's only going to go up, and the perception versus the reality of the situation is going to start closing a bit. I think Luffy's perceived greater than he really is going into Wano. Coming out of Wano, I think he might be a bit underrated. What I mean is, coming out of Whole Cake Island, there's a lot of things that went on, right? There's a lot of things that could have been spun in a way that's like, well, he got out of that, but it's because of this. And so he got a 1.5 billion berry bounty. We have to acknowledge though, a lot of Luffy's exploits in the past hasn't been talked about. So based on what they know, it probably should have been higher already. Not 1.5, but higher already. So him getting a 1.5, I don't think nobody complained about it because it was almost like seeing your own dreams materialize. We've been following Luffy since chapter 1. And so now seeing him being proclaimed as a Yonko by big news, and now we go on to Wano, seeing him actually split the sky. Bro, it's seeing somebody that you've been supporting for so long getting closer and closer to their dreams. Remember Zoro and Sanji saying, if we win this, there's a glimpse of the Pirate King. It's there, because now we're overcoming commanders. Bro, think about it. Right now, Luffy's fighting Kaido Dolo, and Zoro and Sanji, they're fighting commanders. We've argued ad nauseum if we think Zoro's on this level, Sanji's on this level. Now, I mean, is it a debate? So, leaving Wano. We can talk about all the Strawhats, but for the most part, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji will be viewed in a light where I think people view the commanders of Shanks, and also Luffy will be solidified in that tier with Shanks, Big Mom, Kaido, and even Blackbeard. Going into Wano, liberating Wano, I mean, again, there's the underlying thing about the world government sending the Marines there or sending a faction there. The Straw Hats are going to overcome that. So again, Luffy overcame Kaido, overcame Big Mom, went in there, liberated Wano, took Wano under his flag, evaded the world government that went after him, and now he is solidified as the Yonko of the seas. What I can't wait to see, bro, is not only Luffy landing on an island and seeing how people react to him just walking through. Remember in Sabaody when Zoro's just walking and they talked about him and his presence and if he's so great, imagine the captain. I want to see Luffy and the Straw Hats just walking through a random city, a random island, and people are like, oh snap, that's Monkey D. Luffy, dog. That's Roronoa Zoro. Yo, that's Blacklegs. This is a Yonko's crew. Scratch that. This is the future Pirate King's crew. Next to that, I'm waiting for the reactions from people that they know. We saw Shanks' reaction to Luffy's bounty poster, but I want to see that again. But now Luffy's probably at 3 bill. Now Zoro's at 1 bill. Now Sanji's close to 1 bill. Now they've taken down Big Mom and Kaido. Shanks, what then? He's a great pirate. You got to show up and show out, my boy. Mihawk, what do you say now? You've defeated all the fodder the world government has sent after you. Well, not exactly fodder, but in comparison to Mihawk, none of them are beating him. What do you say? Do you claim that Zoro's ready now after going into Wano? I think the hotbed for swordsmen, right? Hopefully, fingers crossed. I hope Mihawk has been in Wano, please. But when Wano came out, does it get back to Mihawk that Zoro got a black blade? Because again, I presume that Zoro leaves Wano with a black blade, regardless of how he feels about that. Zeph reacting to Sanji. Not only Zeph, Judge. Does Sanji's bounty poster change? Did they change the epithet? Does it remain Vince Smoke Sanji? Cyborg Sanji? I mean, Cyborg doesn't make sense because he's not a fucking cyborg. However, you know what I'm saying. The others, I think, for the most part, is going to remain the same. I wonder what the bounty raises will be for the others because it's so much more nuanced than a monster trio. Luffy will go above 2, almost 3, if not 3. Zoro will go above 1 bill. Sanji, I think, probably doesn't get to 1 bill. Gets close to like 900, something like that. If he does get close to 1 bill, it'd be maybe slightly behind Zoro or slightly above, something like that. For the others, who knows? Chopper probably doubles. Nico Robin, now Oda's trying to highlight her a little bit. Where I've been saying for the longest, bro, Nico Robin should have a higher bounty. I'm not sure how many of you guys agree with me, but I felt like Nico Robin 80? I mean, that was back then, but I felt like that was super low. But again, bringing too much attention to her could cause issues. But at the end of the day, she is important. She should have a crazy high bounty, especially based on what she means to the crew. Where the crew was back then, it was like, we can leave her at a bounty because she can't do anything. They can't do anything. They don't have anything. Right now Luffy's a Yonko. He's probably living Wano with 3 poneglyphs. You're telling me that Nico Robin's importance has not been highlighted yet to the point that you feel like you should send the ultimate strongest people after her? Because once they got her, they can find out the secrets to everything. She's the key. You gotta take the key away. If you don't, everything will be revealed. So I want to see how they do that. Nico Robin, that bounty, it gotta go up a little bit. Feel me? Frankie gotta go up. I already talked about Chopper doubling. Jinbei's gonna get a little boost because now he's affiliated with the Yonko. He's confirmed in the Yonko's crew. Not like the affiliations with Big Mom. No, he's confirmed part of Luffy's crew. Yamato, that could be something completely different, but imagine all these monsters just walking through a random island. The perception of these people are going to be that in the world of One Piece, we have the Blackbeards, we have the Shankses, we have the Big Moms, we have the Kaidos, and we have the Straw Hats. These people are on that level. It's almost like the first time we saw all the warlords together for the most part, and they were all walking into that meeting with Sengoku and Suru, and it was just like, bro, it's another level of presence here. I think the Straw Hats are going to command the same respect. Now, the newspapers and everything that goes around, the reactions from it, again, from Makino, Nojiko, Whoop Slap, and even some other pirates. What does Blackbeard say? Because before Wano, he was saying Luffy wasn't ready. He's saying, nah, you're not there yet, fam. What do you say now, Blackbeard? Do you think Luffy's ready now? Big Mom and Kaido both fell. Wano is now Luffy's territory. Blackbeard, do you think he's ready now? Oh, okay. Shanks, you gotta show up, playboy. I already said that, you gotta show up. Big Mom and Kaido, not sure what happens to them. But Garp, what does Garp say? Does Garp just laugh again? Shit, man, y'all should have stopped him in Marineford. Garp, don't do that, Garp. What about Sengoku, Green Bull, even Fujitora? Once he hears about this, because he's, Luffy was brilliant to him. He wished he could see Luffy's face. Kobe, and what's going on with him and Boa Hancock. Hopefully she doesn't get captured, because that could completely change the tone once we go back and see his reaction. I wonder if we ever see Smoker again, man, because Smoker, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, man. Smoker back then, pre-time skip, one of my favorite characters. I mean, he still is, but it's so long since we've seen him. It's just like, bro, he gotta be a part of the SSG. I mean, that's the only relevance I see him having, especially with the SSG being a special faction, super soldiers, in my opinion. He gotta be a part of that. But his reaction, Crocodile, what is he doing now? What does he say to all this? Sabo. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that Sabo is possibly dead. There's no fucking way in hell that Sabo's dead. People, stop. There's no way Sabo's dead. I think Sabo is in an interesting scenario because it could be mimicking what happened to Ace, and Luffy now finds himself in another predicament, but Luffy is much better prepared to handle something like that. If Luffy had to go to Marineford because they were going to execute Sabo, Luffy has a fleet. Luffy has strong ass people on his crew. Luffy himself is strong as hell. However, I still don't think he can take out the world government by himself. You know what I'm saying? Even with his grand fleet. But all in all, I think the monsters post Wano, you're not going to have any choice but to respect them. The Sengokus, the Garps, the Surus, even Imu. The Gorosei, they're going to look at it like, okay, we had a problem, but now this problem just got to another level. This kid is materializing in a way that we thought could happen, but it's happening a lot sooner than we thought. And he is guaranteed 100% someone we should be fearful of. Garp, get your goddamn grandson. He's like, I don't know what you want me to do. The kid does what he wants. I don't know. But guys, give me your thoughts. What will your perception be of the Straw Hats post Wano if everything goes according to plan and they escape as we expect, unscathed and strong as hell? What do you think? Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Guys, again, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.